Hi, everyone. Welcome to another live. I hope you guys can hear me. All right. I'm using my computer this time. Okay. So please go ahead and copy the link to share, you guys. Hi, Claudia. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now as well. Share, 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 and invite. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel so that you guys could get a reading. All right. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Melissa. Okay. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Kim. All right. Sorry, I'm sharing to all the pages I need to share to. And you guys, if you can do me the favor of doing the same thing, that'll be awesome. Hi, Gigi. Yes, I seen her. Thank you. Hi, Julie. All right. I don't know if you guys been noticing, but has your like app on, if you have iPhones, has it been acting weird? Because mine, like, I don't have like the menu that I used to have before, like where it shows the groups so I could just like easily find them and just post things. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so one more group. See, look, I'll show you guys. Oops. Well, if there wasn't a glare, I would be able to show you. Okay, so see this menu? I click it and it doesn't show anything, just the sign out. And I'm just like, what the heck happened? It's hi, Liz. Hi, Dennis. Denise is Denise. Yeah, they did change it. Oh, Kim, so what you do is you get out of the actual like chat and then you can click on the there's like this the main menu area or whatever, and then you click on share, like it's like a share arrow thing, and then you could just copy and paste it to Facebook. Hi, Kathy. No, Kathy, I'm talking about Facebook, that they changed, something changed, obviously. Mine doesn't allow me to have like the cool menu where everything just pops in. I don't know. It's something about the iPhone and it's annoying because then I have to search, like I have to use the search menu to find the groups that I'm actually a member of as well as an admin of. So it doesn't have that little cool shortcut. All right. Okay. Enough of sharing. All right. Yes, Adriana. Yep, they have been. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that it was going to do that though. Like I decided to like turn it off and then turn it back on to like make sure that it wasn't just the phone itself, but it still did the same thing. I think it's the app itself. So I'm gonna have to just delete the app and place it or something like that. Hi, Chikoya. Oh, thank you, Gigi, for subscribing. Hi, Missy. Okay, so today's topic, and then I'm gonna get into the like I have a scan that I have to do for Shana Condry, I'm sorry if I said that incorrectly, your last name, but I'm going to explain something about energy in the way that I was taught in the Toltec shamanic way, okay? So think about it in these terms. Everything that happens around us, even to include outside forces, are a manifestation of our mind. Where is the mind linked? The mind link is linked to our higher selves as well as to source, right? So if we want to experience, or our higher selves want to experience certain things, they're going to happen, whether or not we are consciously aware. And that applies to energy as well. So in shamanism, it is taught that everything has a purpose, everything has a reason to exist. Okay, it does not mean that we have to allow certain energies into our field. It just means that we have to be aware of these energies coming forth. And they always have a lesson to teach, okay? So think about it in vibrational terms. You know how the theory goes, where if you vibrate a certain way, you're gonna match that vibration, right? That is the same thing with imprints that are still within our auric field or still within our energy field, period, okay? So we have, for example, an imprint of feeling anger towards somebody and not being able to let it go, to the extent that every time we see this person or we hear about this person, it just triggers us and we start talking about them in a very negative way, right? So this then creates an imprint in your auric field. And then the auric field, or what I call the luminous body, it is then associated with your frequency or your vibration, okay? So then we get instances where even the person that we don't like or we're angry with will end up coming into our awareness sooner or later and triggering us again. So we have to choose. We have to choose to heal, or we have to choose to suppress. Those are the only choices, right? So you choose to heal by having a more positive interaction or having a good conversation with them to try to remedy the relationship. If it's in your mind, if it's too far gone, if it's to the extent that you are not going to accept this person back in your life, and that is perfectly fine, you could at least try to be civil, okay? Don't say anything, don't lash out. If they tend to push your buttons or they say something to you, all you can do is just say, it doesn't matter. You know, just handle it with care, handle it with caution, because the cycle is going to continue on if you decide to use other means, of course. The same thing applies to energy beings, okay? The beings that we refer to as lower vibrational, okay? So the thing with that is, usually if we cannot cope or we cannot deal with the anger in a compassionate way, meaning maybe that person that triggered you is no longer in your life and you have absolutely no contact with them whatsoever, but you're still thinking about, oh, how terrible they are, and you get angry and your blood boils and you're just like, oh, you know, that is a lower vibration. Anger is lower vibrational, okay? And so that is going to match something to come in to vibrate, because it vibrates with that vibration, okay? This doesn't mean that it is here to, I guess you could say, take over. It's more or less its presence is bringing forth some information about this anger that you're still retaining. So yes, it can be annoying at times. Yes, it could feel like you're being attacked, but think about it in this way. All of creation has a purpose, and therefore if you get attacked by an unknown being or energy, it's definitely because you have to look within and see what was the root cause of you being a match to their vibration, right? And again, when we tend to suppress things like this, things outside of us are going to come into our awareness to teach us to look within. All right. Always question why it happened. Okay. Always question why a being was attached to you. Always question why that happened. Okay. And, or always question why you keep feeling that you're getting attacked. Always question that, because in shamanism, we are co-creators, right? So with our mindsets, if we have the mindset of a person that is, say, vibrating in the, and they might not be aware of this, they're vibrating in a lower vibration, thinking like they're always getting attacked, so they always have to be on the defense, right? They're always probably getting attacked by other people or entities, so they're always continuously being on the defense, defending themselves, always having to fight back, right? When we vibrate at that level, that is more or less kind of like a vibration that matches these entities that want to cause that chaos on purpose. But you have, again, one or two choices. You can remove them from your field, of course, because you have the power to do this. And then you can meditate on why they even showed up. Or you can remove them from your field and attack them and then just let it go like it never happened and continue on, and then another attack is going to come. So it's all about looking within and dealing with the things that we still have misconceptions about when it comes to ourselves and the way we perceive other things that are outside of us. Because again, we're co-creators. We create these things to teach us to look within. Okay, so that is definitely why these things happen. Another thing is, it does not mean that you have to be a victim to it either. That is another vibration that brings forth these lessons from these beings outside of ourselves. When we think that we're always the victim of somebody, when we think that, well, it sucks that we vibrate at a level that we match somebody who's going to be taking advantage of us, or bad relationships with men or women, that they're abusive, verbally abusive, or just toxic in general, then we need to ask, why are we vibrating at that and matching that? Why? Because they're teaching us about something within us that needs to be healed. A lot of people are not aware that sometimes, when you have a broken heart because somebody just left you, you have abandonment issues, right? And then all of a sudden you vibrate at that abandonment issue vibration, and then you meet another person and all of a sudden they leave you again. So it's always looking at those cycles and healing them. Why do you have abandonment issues? Or why do you attract the narcissistic type of people? It's all about self-love and taking care of yourself and healing that, okay? A lot of people understand this and they know, and they empower themselves that way. That is how you get to empowerment, where you seek to understand, what are you vibing on? What are you still not working on? And because sometimes we forget, because we move on with our lives, sometimes we forget that we even have these imprints, then they'll show up when they're supposed to, when you're ready to heal it, when you're ready to mend and to become whole again, okay? And again, it's like stages. Like, I was vibrating for a very long time in like issues of abandonment, okay? All of the exes that I had before my twin flame came around, left me or were distant and emotionally distant, right? So they left me because they were cheating on me. So obviously, I had issues with self love and abandonment. And this stems from my childhood because of my father. I had issues with him abandoning our family because he decided to be selfish, and he got him whatever he got, and then he left, of course, and my mom divorced him and all that stuff. And so him leaving me, leaving our family, I felt like I was abandoned. And so that then turned out in every relationship that I ever had, where they cheat on me or they're distant or they abandon me, And so then I had to actually look within and see the cycle, like, damn, I should have learned by now, right? But I finally got to see that cycle, and I finally got to work through it. And now that I have my twin flame, we are able to work through any cycles like that together. And it doesn't mean that you can't do it on your own. It just means that I matched his vibration as a twin flame when I started working on myself. Okay. When I started doing a lot of self-love and self-healing, and letting go of the anger of all these men that I used to date that abandoned and cheated on me. And then I said to the universe, I am okay. When I was ready for it, of course, it took a few years. When I was ready, I said, I am ready for someone who will love me unconditionally, who will not abandon me, who will not turn their back on me whenever I have a hissy fit. Who will still want to talk to me after I blow up or I cry, stuff like that. I am ready for that type of relationship. And sure enough, he showed up. Okay, let's see the comments. Okay. Adriana says, I had to look within to try and understand why certain beings have attached to me. I am realizing it's very fear-based. Once I started facing it, asking why they were entering my space. Yes. And that's what you can do too, where some of them will come around because, again, there's an imprint of fear of the unknown, right? The imprint of fear of ghosts, the imprint of fear of like the boogeyman or the monster in your closet or underneath your bed. And it's due to, again, childhood cycles where you were probably told it's bad to be psychic and to see all these things, right? And then they come along and it happens and they're just like, oh my God, they're right here. So you seeing them often and them like taking advantage of that fear is pretty much teaching you to control your fear, to let go of it, and to confront them and let them be transmuted with your energy, bring in love and light, energy, and they'll leave. And then just say, I am not afraid of you. You cannot be in my space. You need to leave. And you got to be firm about it because they'll continue to pester you if you're not. But yeah, it does take a while to get there. And yes, every time you actually step forward and are in your strength, the less they're going to mess with you. And that's what I notice with myself is like, they don't really mess with me very often. And if they do, it's usually because I have to start looking at, okay, what imprint am I still holding on to that they're coming around, right? So that's what I usually do when that happens. Yes, Melissa, you are right. It all helps to grow you. That's exactly right. And that's how we need to start shifting our perception about things, especially with energy and with other people. We are here to learn from others. We're here to grow from them. They're learning from us too. They're with the people who keep saying really dumb things, like being like a troll on one, like my accounts or whatever, when I go live, I just laugh now, like, because I just think it's really silly, because I think about like when I was a kid, and it really made me think about maybe it's happening as a cycle, because it sounds very familiar. So maybe it's happening as a cycle from when I was a kid, when I used to get teased all the time, or I used to get so angry that I used to fight them, the ones that teased me. I used to like go like really like I would beat them up. So that's probably what the cycle is, because they say really rude things and I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Like before, if they were actually in front of me and they would have said that, I probably would have like punched them right in their face. Yeah, I probably would have done that because I was very physical as a kid. I don't like bullies and they knew it. And so that's still not okay. That's still like, hey, you need to contain your anger. You need to contain it and stuff like that. Because then it was revealed while I was meditating last night, because again, it happened. And I was like, it was revealed that it was a boy that used to always tease me. And he used to sit right next to me in school. And he used to always, every time I would answer something, he'll be like, nerd, like, or like, you don't know, or, stupid things like that, like trying to like nitpick at me because I actually got really good grades and he didn't. And so they showed me and they revealed that the reason why he was doing this is because he was being teased at home by his older brother. And so he lacked good grades because of that, because he was like being teased, and his older brother were calling him a nerd and all this stuff every time, because his older brother, the same thing, he had bad grades. And then his dad was abusive too, like verbally abusive. And so all the things that he will call, like all the names that he will call me, he was being called as well. And we were like little kids, man. We're like in 4th grade. So it's kind of like, oh, now I understand why he was so abusive, verbally abusive, and not giving him an excuse, but I understand why, because I used to punch him all the time when he used to he used to say things to me. I like would clobber him. And but yeah, so that's why. And so I understood, okay, so then my reactions are not supposed to be so intense or angry anymore. It's more of understanding that these people have healing to do. And that's why they lash out in public. Again, it's not an excuse to be mean to people, but now I know why it's happening. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Julie says, love your explanation, helps understanding and to move forward. Yes, it does, love, because it helps us heal better and understanding what cycles we are going through, what imprints do we still have hidden, or what is coming into this, like to the surface to be acknowledged for healing purposes. So yeah, that's why. Adriana was, oh, you were told the devil. Yeah, me too. my aunt used to say, and that's why I cover my feet at night. Like I don't cover it anymore, but for a very long time, she used to say, cover your feet or else you're going to be yanked in the underneath your bed. I'm like, what? So yeah, she used to say that. It's very scary. Shanna says, how do you teach yourself to get rid of these bad energies and heal yourself when you've been so used to them being in your space for so long? Well, it takes courage to face what's going on internally as well. If you had issues when you were a child, meaning like you had something like you got bullied a lot or something, it's about facing the bully within, like going inside, finding your inner child and facing that bully, and then giving them love, of course, not beating them up. Giving them love and understanding and telling them, hey, I forgive you for all the things that you did. And I understand that you were wounded too. And I am no longer wounded. I am healing now. So that's a lot of, there's a lot of good inner child teachers out there that will help with that as well. Another thing is understanding what these energies are bringing to your awareness as well, what these people are bringing to your awareness. Again, is a mirror effect, you guys. It's always going to be a mirror effect. We're always going to be learning from one another, okay? Okay. Melissa says, it helped me to realize that prior to knowing what this all was, that I had parasites, but I got rid of a lot of them on my own, and I found out later I had them. They are gone or dormant. Yeah, and again, Melissa, those beings will only exist as long as things have been mended. You can get rid of them, like you could go to somebody, get rid of them all you want, but as long if you're not going within and learning why the parasites even came, they're going to come back, and so it's definitely a looking inwards, and that's what shamanism teaches me or taught me, is to look within. If you repair all the things within you, if you heal, you start healing everything else, and then everything else around you will be healing as well. Okay, teaching people the same thing will help, where they are not victims of their circumstances. They are not victims of this life. They are empowered. They could choose to break through that cycle. They could choose to move forward. And the only way this is happening is by looking within, by assessing the situations within you, the way that you feel, the way that you act, the way that you think. All of this has a vibration. All of this creates the world around you. Okay. Yeah. It's not a good boat, is it? A SD hero. It's not. So Melissa says, so I wasn't afraid when I was in it and they were there and active. I already got rid of a lot of them. So why be fearful now? Exactly. Don't be afraid of that. It's, again, they are created for that purpose, to teach us, not to, like, I know some people have fear because of the programmings that we had. So that's what we have to work on, is that fear of those programmings left behind. Get rid of the program. Get rid of it by telling yourself, I am in control here. I have the power to allow these things to happen, to change the way that I view myself and other people. I have the power and control completely to create the life that I want to live. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Melissa, you're absolutely right. You have to recognize and take note of all of the conversations you have with yourself. That is exactly right, because sometimes we're just thinking about things, we're doing things, and we're just thinking, right? And all of a sudden we get into like this negative mindset, and we're just like, where did that come from? And it was already there. It was just highlighted, and that's what some parasites do. They highlight something that was already there. And so obviously they're feeding this information, and so it makes you think, oh my God, like, it makes you fall into a depression, and from the depression you have to rise, right? You have to go up. So you got to know, okay, this is not me, this is not who I am, and then reverse all of that, heal that, and then get rid of that thing as well. All right. Okay, let's see. Tara says, I was very physical and as well, and now I cannot stand violence at all. Yeah, Tara, it usually gets to you after a while. I didn't like bullies because a lot of my friends are very, were very like, oh, I don't want to get dirty and fight. And so these guys, the boys, will take advantage and talk smack to them or throw things at them like spitballs. Oh my God, that was just the worst. It was so gross. And so I was the one that would go up and be like, punch, even though you're not supposed to do that. See, I found out the same thing about my bully. Yeah. So Julie says his brother took his power, so he was trying to take it back with you. So sad. Yes, exactly, Julie. That's exactly correct. And it's so funny that that was revealed yesterday during meditation. So that was definitely why I needed to heal it. I understand why that happened, and because I can't keep holding on to that resentment that I had towards that boy. All right. Okay, you guys. Okay. All right. So we have Shauna Conrad. Shauna, let me know when you are ready. So we can start we're just going to do one healing, you guys, because her friend paid as soon as I logged off. And I was like, oh oh, like I just got the PayPal notification last night as soon as I logged off the live. So we're going to do her healing. And then after that, I'll give you guys like a 1-card drawing. Okay. All right. Oh, Shayna. Okay. All right. Go ahead and close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Exhale slowly. Connecting to your energy now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start a God fire around your perimeter. Removing lurking energy. Keep breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly. Just relax, relax, relax. Stepping into your field now. And I'm going to use my rattle vibrational energy healing for your aura, okay? So breathe in deeply, exhale slowly. Okay. Stepping now into your auric field, scanning the top of your head. There is an imprint floating around your head. I'm going to see what's going on there. Okay, this is a lot of fear-based ideas. Your higher self is saying you are not a victim of anything. In order for you to get rid of any type of toxic energy around you, you need to realize that you are not a victim of anything. Okay, we're going to remove this imprint with God fire. God fire on your crown and your third eye. And then healing energy in the crown now. And the third eye. We're going to go ahead and heal your mind, removing anything that no longer serves you, any thought forms, any philosophies, any fear-based thoughts that no longer serve you now. Bringing in God fire. Healing energy. We're going to balance both of your hemispheres and connect them together. You're going to feel like a kind of like a wave or like a little shock when we're connecting both hemispheres now. Breathe in deeply, exhale slowly. Connecting with the rainbow bridge. Okay, going down. Going to heal your throat chakra. Breathe in deeply, exhale slowly, healing it now. Going down to your back, I feel something on your spinal column near your, behind your solar plexus. It's energy that doesn't belong to you. So we're going to go ahead and transmute this with God fire. And heal it. And then heal the auric field where it came through. And then go and look at the solar plexus and heal that now. Going up now to the heart. Okay, so there is definitely something going on in the heart. More things to let go of. Okay, we're going to do a quick letting go of exercise. We're going to call in one of the ascended beings. Okay, we're calling in Jesus and Mother Mary, both are standing right in before you, and they want you to connect your heart to theirs. So one cord going out to Jesus and another one to Mary, and it connects back to you. They want you to let go of all of that pain, all of that deep, hidden, lower energy from within your heart. The heart is in charge of the way that we perceive love, love for ourselves and love for others. Letting go of the pain now, releasing it onto Jesus and Mother Mary will assist you with this. They will definitely heal this for you. So breathe in deeply, exhale slowly, and let it go. As you exhale, breathe it out onto them. Keep going, let it go. Keep going. The entire thing, everything, do not hold back. Everything, everything. Let the emotions flow out. Let yourself feel them as they flow out. Let this go, let this go. All of it, let it go. Every single emotion. Release, release, release. It no longer serves you. As you are a healer, you must heal yourself before you can help heal others. So release, release, release all of that. All of it. All of the memories too. All of the memories with the people involved. All of it. Release, release, release. It's okay to feel. It's okay to feel. Release, release, release. Lord Jesus is here, always around us to assist us with these things, as well as his mother, which is Mother Mary. She always is around us to assist us whenever we need to heal our hearts. Release, release, release. Okay, bringing in healing energy. You're bringing it in into your heart center now. Going down to your solar plexus. Healing energy into your sacral, removing any residual energy, any cords from these past relationships, from these past interactions with others. Removing, and healing. Going down to the root chakra, the same thing. Removing any emotion that you have about yourself. All right, bringing in healing light through the crown all the way down, through every cell, through every meridian and layer of your auric field. Pure white light and golden light, Christ consciousness energy coming in with the aquamarine energy from Mother Mary. You are embraced and you are loved. And do not forget that. You are accepted. Do not forget that. Breathe in deeply. Exhale slowly and root this energy into Gaia. Breathe in deeply. Exhale slowly and integrate all of the healing energies. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Keep integrating it all. Release. Continue to release and integrate the healing. We release so we allow the healing in. Continue to do that as we continue to hold space for you. Now Archangel Michael is around, and he is going to build a shield around you. And this is going to be a shield of blue flame. This is a transmutative energy. So you are protected and you are safe. Breathe in deeply, exhale slowly. The blue flame is around you now. All right, Shayna, if you would like to continue on, you can. Releasing anything that needs to be released. You could do this daily if you would like, or you could do it of every other day, but continue to heal that. Continue to release everything that comes to mind, every emotion, everything, every thought, just release. Thank you, you guys. Okay. So now, you're welcome, Shayna. Okay, so now, okay, we're gonna get to make sure you guys subscribe and mark subscribe as well, so I can know that you guys did so. All right. All right. Janice Ellis would like a card. Okay, we're gonna call in your higher self, Janice. The Angelarium deck. Okay. Nope, that one. Okay. You got Lelial, Angel of the Night. Okay. Let's call her in. The night is linked with the moon. The moon is linked with feminine energy. Feminine energy and the moon create the link to our emotions. It is time to go within and seek out those emotions for yourself. If it's something still bothering you in your life, seek out why. Do not fear your emotions. They are necessary. They are a guiding point to things that need to be revealed and assessed and or healed. Understanding that the night brings us clarity, we are able to rest, we are able to go within, we are able to meditate, because we are able to engulf ourselves in the night, in the darkness. And with the darkness, that then awakens our third eye. So we can see in the night, we can see in the darkness at any time. So it is time for you to seek that darkness, to seek the night, to let it show you your true self and reveal any emotions that are hidden. Okay, so she pretty much wants you to do some soul work, or some what we call soul searching or looking within. If there's something that's still bothering you about a situation or a person, You got to look within and see what you can do to help yourself heal from that and move on. A lot of us tend, again, because we tend to not to suppress it, and sometimes it just comes up randomly when we're older, and that's example that happened the other night, yesterday, where I never even thought of that person, and then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, when I went within, it happened to be that very thing. So it's definitely something that happens to us like periodically. We will continue to grow and expand and heal daily, whether or not we are ready for it. But it's a good thing that we have compassion for ourselves so that we can start doing that stuff. All right, Julie, that's what I have for you. So let's see. I'm sorry, Janice. All right. You're welcome, Kim. All right, Julie Stein, you are next. Julie Stein. All right. We're going to call in your higher self and see what card you need to get today. Okay, so from the Archangel deck. Okay, so this is Doreen Virtue's Archangel Oracle. I love, these are like, I think this was like my very first card deck that I bought. Oracle card. I had tarot. I used tarot for a very long time, but this is my very first Oracle card deck. Okay, this is for Julie Stein, and this is Archangel Uriel. You know what to do. So Uriel usually in the lantern represents lighting the way. He usually lights the way to the next step that we need to take. Okay, he gives us very many options, of course, and it is up to us because of our free will to choose which option is best for us. That does not mean that if you choose an option that you've made a mistake. No, because in truth, there is no mistakes ever made. In truth, any option that we choose will lead us, to the information, to the growth that we need at that time. Okay. That is what Archangel Uriel wants you to tell you, is like everything that you're doing is as it should be. Every choice that you're making is the proper choice for you. It's just making that and understanding that every time you take action, every time you make decisions, you are acting upon your free will, and your free will is going to definitely lead you to the correct choices, the correct environment that you need to be at that time. Okay. And if, of course, if it's something to do with like getting like a promotion or getting the job that you want, or even going back to school, these types of choices, he's saying don't delay it, just do it. Don't delay it, just do it. All right. Next one is Kim Martins. Kim. We're going to call in your higher self. All right, Kim. Okay, we're going to do the Galactic Heritage cards. My big old card deck. Okay. All right. Oh, Kim. We got the Zeta Reticuli, little gray aliens, number 30, survival fears, Zeta Reticuli, past. Okay. Your higher self is saying this is just a reminder of how far you've come. Remember in the past where you had fears of, are you going to make enough money? Are you going to live somewhere that you want to live? She's just showing you how far you've come. Making those choices that you needed to make are the right ones. And understanding that any action, even if you fear it, as long as you take it, is correct, and it definitely empowers you even more. Another thing with the little grays is they tend to align themselves with beings that are a little bit bigger and stronger than they are because they're fearful of being alone. So in so many ways, your higher self is saying you don't have to hang out with people who are toxic. You don't have to hang out with people who are going to make you feel like you are beneath them. If there is somebody around you, or if you meet somebody like that, she's saying you are empowered now more than anything. And you could easily, even though you don't like confrontation, you could easily maneuver your way around situations like that, especially if you're the new person somewhere and they try to take advantage of you. It always happens that way when you go to a new job and you don't know people. There's going to be someone that's just going to be like, oh, well, I'm the one in charge here. I'm the one that knows everything and all this stuff. It's kind of like, I swear it happens that way sometimes. It's just like, okay. And she says you can maneuver your way out of that. All right. Next one is Deborah Loshbrook. Okay, Deborah, let's see. Who's calling your higher self? Ascended Masters. Okay. Okay, so this is another Doreen Virtue deck, and this is the Ascended Master Oracle. Okay, so we got Paramahamsa Yogananda, and he says, choose peace. This is not necessarily to choose peace with other people, but to choose peace within yourself, okay? Taking the steps to understand yourself better and just do more for yourself. If you have somebody or people around you who are constantly bickering or who are constantly bringing up drama, you could choose to separate yourself from that, okay? If you want peace, just separate yourself from it. You shouldn't feel bad about wanting peace within or in your environment. Sometimes it is difficult for us to remove ourselves from certain people, especially if they're really close to us or they're family members. I would still try my hardest to just be like, nope, I'm gonna do my thing. You worry about yourself. That's usually what helps us understand that we can break that cycle of chaos outside of ourselves by choosing to be at peace within ourselves. Okay, so I hope that helps. So that one is done. So we have next is Tiger Ozuna. Okay, Tiger, we're going to call in your higher self real quick and get you a card. Galactic cards. Okay. Here we go. Galactic reading. Whoop. Pop right out. All right. You got Secrecy number 44 from Sirius. All right. So this one, let's see. Sometimes it is wise to keep secrets from other people, but not if it's something that's going to be detrimental to your relationship with them or with others or to themselves. Understand that being secretive is good in so many ways. It's good if you're hiding information that ultimately can lead to somebody abusing it. Okay, that's a good thing to hide that, especially thinking about it in the divine sense. We receive channeled information from up, from God's source, we tap into our Akashic records and recall some of the things that we used to do in past lives. Some of that stuff needs to be kept within, it doesn't need to be expressed to so many people, because it is definitely something that is sacred. And sometimes, especially when it comes to information about sacred knowledge and wisdom, it is best to keep it until for a fact people are ready to not to utilize it in a sacred and beautiful way and not abuse it. The same thing applies to any ideas that you may have, when it comes to like any type of like business negotiations and stuff like that. If you keep things secret and reveal it until it's actually ready and completed, then you are going to be able to prevent people from mimicking this idea and getting to it before you do. So it's definitely about keeping things, within, more than anything. That'll help you prevent any ideas being stolen or manipulated to other people's benefits. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we have Shana Conry. Okay, thank you. There we go down to. Okay, Adriana, you are next. Adriana. All right, so I'm going to call in your higher self. Galactic again. Inspiration, I'm sure. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. All right. So you got number 1, Beyond Wisdom, the founders. Okay. So the founders are beings that helped and assisted to enhance a lot of humanoid beings in the universe. The way that they enhance them is to help them evolve to a heightened awareness of connection to God's source, and of course, let them know how we are all one, as well as how we can all ascend eventually. So this card comes with information about lineage and connection to them. Working with them will help you and assist you with any type of information, like divine information, universal information that you want assistance with. And you know what I'm talking about. We talked about this earlier. So call them in when you need that information, to channel that information as well, because they know everything and anything there is to know about this universe, about every species in this specific galaxy or any other galaxies around. So it's the founders again. And they're usually like insectoid beings, like crickets, butterflies, stuff like that. They look kind of like that, but usually they come in with a lot of cool like rainbow colors and stuff like that. So definitely call them in. All right. Okay, next one. Adriana Quintero is next. The other Adriana. All right. Hold on. This one's like falling down. All right. So we're going to call in your higher self and see which card deck. Okay, Angelarium. All right, Adriana. Nope, not that one. Oh, I guess it is. It was like still peeking out every time I shuffled. All right. Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. That's who you got. Gabriel is the archangel of, he's a messenger of God. So this is definitely coming forth from him and saying to be vigilant from messages from above. Okay. Let me see what else he has, because he kept saying, he's like, he has like this little do 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 do, you know, like little horn, and he's like messages, messages. All right. You're receiving messages, the questions that you have been asking yourself. We have heard you. And I am here to tell you that you are supposed to listen intently to these messages. Any senses of ideas that just pop out of nowhere, any senses of energy that just shifts, any type of buzzing in your ear, those are our messages to you. Just ask us to clarify, ask us to come into your field and clarify the answers that we have for you. Okay, awesome. That's what you got, Adriana. All right, Liz Hurlbert is next. Liz, let's go ahead, calling your higher self. Liz, I keep hearing that the song from Frozen, Let It Go. Let it go, let it go. You know that one? Not sure why. Let me ask your higher self to elaborate. Let it go. You're ready to move forward. You are ready to seek your own true happiness. Do not worry about anything around you. You are ready. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have the life that you want. Okay. All right. That's what she wants you to know. And of course, you know, you could always ask for assistance from your higher self to see, give you inspiration, write things down, ideas, stuff like that, to move on with that aspect of yourself, that aspect of your life. She keeps saying things are changing and if things are getting worse in one aspect of your life, it's because it's pushing you towards this goal that you truly desire, this life that you truly want to create. That's why things fall apart, so that we can create finally the life that we want. Okay, just like with the whole thing about, oh, one door closes, another one opens. That is exactly how it is right now. And she's saying, ask for guidance, write things down, ideas, you know, stuff like that, and just start looking within and seeing what you truly deserve, what you really want to create out of your life. Okay. Melissa Bernard is next. Okay, Melissa Bernard. Let's call in your higher self. Every time I call your higher self, she's riding the blue dragon. She's just like, what's up? And she's riding the blue dragon, and he's just like, uh-huh. Like, all right, let's see. She's wearing like these, looks like kind of like a Greek or Romanesque type of dress. It's like a light blue, and it has like gold fixtures around and a gold belt, and so it looks like really like, it looks really pretty, like you're like from that time. Okay, let's see what she has. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull the Archangel, oh, I'm sorry, the Ascended Master cards. Not the Archangels. Whoa, one just fell out. Ooh. Melissa, you can't make this shit up, Melissa. Come out of the closet. And this is Ascended Master Amaterasu. It's not saying in that way is saying about the spiritual closet. Come out of the spiritual closet, Melissa Bernard. It is time. This is so awesome. It's just like the perfect timing for this card. It's pretty cool. So you know what to do. We've talked about this before, so you know what to do. That's so perfect. All right. Gigi Mac. I would like a card. Okay, I will give you a card. All right, Gigi. Let's call in your higher self. Okay, Angelarium. Let's see. Keter, crown, spirituality. All right, let's see what messages he has. Walking down the road towards your spiritual growth, it can be a scary thing. But understand that every time that you have any obstacle, it is definitely an indicator that you are ready to face it head on. As like the snake sheds its skin and it's forever transformed and grows, you will do the same. You will continue to shed layers of yourself until you find out who you truly are on the spiritual path towards enlightenment. You are doing a great job taking those steps now. And we are very thankful for that job, for the job well done. It might not seem that way to you, but you are very much doing exactly what you should be doing. All right. All right, that's awesome. Claudia Caligari. You are, oh, wait, not, oh, sorry. I skipped like one person. Sorry. Beverly Moya. I'll give you a card. Let's see. And then I'll give you one, Claudia. You're after her. Beverly Moya. Angel Oracle. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Beverly. Archangel Michael, you are safe. All right. So anytime we feel we're not safe, we're not being protected, or we're exploring new recesses of our soul, meaning there are some things that might be holding us back because of fear. Taking a leap of faith, for example, might be holding us back because we fear that the outcome of this leap of faith is not going to turn out exactly how we think it is. He is saying, take it anyway. You should be fearless. You are protected. You are safe. Everything you do will be perfect for you. Okay. Understand that even when it comes to energies, you are safe. You're protected. Nothing can harm you. Okay. So that is what he wants you to know. Let's see. Claudia C., you are next. Claudia. Angelarium. I keep going back and forth. Let's see. Whoa. Chesed, right hand, empathy. All right, let's see what Chesed energy has to say. Balancing empathy with power. That is how we have to lead our lives. The opposite of Chesed is Had, and that is definitely the position of power, position of judgment, God's power, God's judgment. Chesed is represented by the Archangel the Archangel Zadkiel. And the opposite of the Archangel Zadkiel is Archangel Kamael, who transmutes all of those lower vibrations into positive energy. They go into the position of chesed, the position of balance and compassion, as well as empathy. So this is definitely balancing both, right? So sometimes we have it's like the masculine and feminine within us, where we have the masculine that is very abrupt, very action prone, very judgment, like kind of like not in a bad way, but seeks judgment, seeks is righteous, and seeks pretty much justice. Okay, and then you have the feminine that's very compassionate, very nurturing, and it's a creative force energy. So we have to balance both of these energies in order for us to create the things that we want to create and sustain them. The masculine sustains them. The masculine supports the creative force within us. Okay, so balancing both of these will help you manifest whatever it is that you want. You manifest through the feminine, and then you support it through the masculine. Okay, so I hope that helps. All right, you guys are very welcome. Okay. Thank you, Amy Louise Brown. I love you so much. I'm like getting all teary-eyed. Oh, I love you guys. Melissa, yes, push, push, push. You are so correct about that. That's so funny. You got that card. It's so funny because we just had a conversation about this. All right. Okay. Kenneth says there is a lot of tarot card astrology readers on today. Yeah, I think it's because it's Friday. I personally don't go out and party and, do things that people my age usually do. I love being a homebody, and so I stay home with my family. And plus I've been there, done that, like I don't drink anymore. I haven't been since like 2000 and I think 2013. Yeah, because I just knew that it wasn't healthy for me anymore, and I was getting very sick all the time. So it was like the worst hangover ever. Even if it was a little bit of it, I still just felt like crap after. So just like I'm getting too old for this. But yeah, I think it's because of that, because we're just like, oh, we're gonna just enjoy the Friday night at home. And plus the full moon is coming in Pisces, and so there's a lot of things to do, a lot of things to do to prepare for that. And because Pisces is a very emotionally connected sign, that's why a lot of emotions are high. A lot of that stuff is coming up to the surface, and it's very psychic as well. So the veil is thinner now, you guys. So take advantage of that, calling your guides, of love and light, and so that you could get any type of information that you need. I will be having a meditation. For those who have joined the academy, I will be having a meditation on Sunday to bring in those energies of the Piscean full moon to help us all out on our journeys. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Parwina, you like that deck? Yeah, man. I like all of my Oracle card decks. There's some that I haven't used in a very long time, but I'm sure it's going to come up where I have to use them eventually. And some I have rune cards as well as astrology cards, and I haven't used them in a very long time. And then I have my tarot cards. I have been using the Fairy Tarot lately, so that's awesome because they're always around me. Paulina, your partner's a Pisces. Oh man, that must be fun. My dad is a Pisces, and he was so adventurous and so like fun to like. When you're a kid and your parent is a Pisces, it's like creative energy all over the place. Like he used to take us outside in the backyard and pitch a tent for us, and he used to like we used to be like, oh, we're going camping, you know. And then or he used to always play, you know, hide and go seek and tag with us. He's very very connected with his inner child. And but it was to the point where he got really naive and he would believe things easily. He was easily manipulated by people. And so that's why he left. And so that's what, you know, because of him leaving it, it felt like my best friend was gone. You know, that's because he always hung out with us. He always did things with us. And, you know, he was like a friend to us as well as a dad because he always did the fun things. And my mom was a disciplinary one. She was always like yelling at us and disciplining us. And he was just like, oh, it's okay. We're just having fun, you know? So he was the clown. So yeah, I love the Pisces energy. I'm a Pisces moon, so I have that energy as well. All right. Let's see. Oh, you're a Pisces too, Adriana Quintero. That's awesome. And Julie Stein says she's a Pisces as well. Okay. Melissa Bernard. Yeah. KM. Oh, you asked for a card. Okay, we could get you a card right now, Cam. All right. So I'm going to call in your higher self. Okay, Angelarium it is. These guys always want to come up. All right, you got Lilyle, Angel of the Night. Okay, let's call her in. Dream work. You are doing a lot of things in your dreams, and oftentimes you might not remember them, but be assured that you are doing a lot of work for the collective, as well as going into different dimensions of existence and assisting other beings in those dimensions. This is what we call the middle world. This is the fourth dimension. You go in there and you are able to assist those who are vibrating at a lower vibration with transmuting this. You are able to assist souls who are walking there endlessly find their way back. And you are able to assist earthbound spirits here to move on into the higher dimensions. You may not think you are doing much, but you really are. And if you feel exhausted when you wake up, that usually is an indicator of a hard work at night. So job well done. Make sure that when you do wake up, you balance yourself, you remove any residual energy, and you bring forth more God source energy to revive you and to heal you and to balance you so you could be ready for your day. All right. That's awesome. I know how you feel if you feel exhausted when you wake up. It's like you didn't have enough sleep, but you did. It's because we're doing traveling, astral work, and all that good stuff. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. ASD Hero says, my dad is a Pisces, but he never uses his spiritual metaphysical side because Pisceans are very scientifically inclined as well. My dad, he liked that stuff, but he was more of a philosopher type of Pisces. He was more about his spirituality because he actually experienced it, and he knows like all of that stuff. He didn't really teach us. He more or less taught us how to like connect with our imagination, how to create worlds and stuff like that. You know, again, we used a lot of imagination when he was, you know, playing with us. So it is definitely a different type of Pisces. There's two types. One is very scientifically inclined, and then there's the one that is very emotional and attached to art as well as creativity, you know, all that psychic stuff. It's not to say that the scientifically inclined isn't psychic. They are, but they more or less break things down. Like events, psychic events, they break it down to a scientific explanation. All right. Paulina, okay, honey, I'll give you a card. All right. Okay, galactic heritage. That one? Okay. All right, Paulina, you got number 25, alone time, and this is from Vega. So let's see. Again, due to the energies of the Piscean full moon, it is time to go within. It is time for meditation. It is time for connection, for enhancements of your DNA and psychic abilities. So take the time this weekend with that Piscean full moon to integrate anything that you need for your spiritual journey. It is very important to do this now because this is one of the most psychics energy of all the zodiac signs. Okay, so it's a good thing to sit and ask for your whatever it is that you need to enhance at this time for your highest and best. So definitely take that alone time to do so. Okay, so I have let's see, Supernova says, does my ex regret letting other people interfere in our relationship? Does he plan to make it up to me? Supernova, whenever I get relationship questions like this, I want to ask you this. Do you, when you think about the relationship, and be honest with yourself, do you think he was a good match for you? Think about the relationship and be honest. Was there more ups than there were more downs? Or was it more downs than ups? Okay? Because when you're asking these questions, it always is because the person wasn't a good match. And that's why things worked out the way they did. You have to understand that they were reflecting something within you. Okay? So if they left or if they allowed people to interfere with your relationship in that capacity to the point that he left or they left, then you have to understand, what is that leading from within? What is that showing you about yourself? Did you have something that you were holding on to that caused that to happen? Are you afraid of being abandoned? Is that something that you have to look into or heal? Or is it something like you like to be in charge and not let anybody else interfere, to the point that he, in so many ways, probably thought that he was going to rebel against that, because there's some men, if you tell them what to do, like if you limit them, they will rebel. They will do it even worse on purpose. So ask yourself those questions, because it takes two for a relationship to work. So he may have done really bad things to you, like that it hurt you, but ask yourself, what was the contribution from? Was it because you haven't healed things about yourself? Was it because you were probably getting a little bit angry that he was allowing these friendships to interfere with your own relationship? Or was it because you felt like he was going to leave and you had abandonment issues? There's always so many energies that play into the dynamic of a relationship not going the way that is supposed to go in a loving way. So ask yourself these questions and ask yourself, do you really want him back? Is it worth that up and down cycle? Is it worth that roller coaster ride? And as if he's not talking to you, then you got to ask yourself, are you going to wait for him forever? Is it worth waiting for him? You got to ask yourself this, because you got to start working here inside of yourself and start creating that love that you deserve. Okay. Self-love is important, because when we start loving ourselves and we start healing things about ourselves, we then tell the universe we are ready for a relationship that is going to nurture us, that is going to grow with us, that is going to accept us as a whole being, that is not going to abandon us, that is not going to reject us. We are ready for unconditional love. So you have to ask these questions, and they're hard questions to ask, but it's time for healing. Okay. All right. Says Claudia says she's an emotional Pisces, but she will be analytical about certain. Yeah. So you're balanced in both hemispheres. That's good, Claudia. All right. ASD. Oh, okay. Hi, Justin. All right. Melissa, do you think it would help to be on a floaty in the pool at night during the moon? Oh, dude, yeah, that would be really fun. You could go outside during the full moon and you could meditate underneath it. If you have, of course, you have the space for it, or you have the privacy for it, you could do that too. It's pretty awesome to do that. I always do that. I look like the weirdo outside when the neighbors are probably like peeking out through their windows, because I have a candle that I come out with it. I put it on my little, we have like a little table, like a picnic table, and I put it on there, and it's lit up, and then I go ahead and like I have my the stuff that I wrote for the new moon, like the stuff that I want to manifest, and I do the ritual. So I'm talking to myself, and bringing up my guides, and I'm talking about the actual stuff that I want to manifest, and then I release it to the universe, and then within the candle I put it in, and it starts, a fire. Again, it's a safe, the glass is safe, okay? So it's not gonna break. But I do that, and then it releases until it's gone pretty much, and then I sit in the moon, I integrate all the energies, and I feel great. But yeah, that'll be fun, Melissa. I wouldn't stop you. All right, you guys. So my time is up. Thank you again for coming and, participating in this. I appreciate you guys and all the support that you give me on my journey. I wouldn't be here without you guys, okay? This is what I want, and this is my mission, is to assist others in any way that I can. Again, I still have the special for the training that I conduct, is the how to feel and use energy, the Toltec Shaman way, and it's still at half price from $222 to $111. And again, there's a payment option, like a payment plan option for 3 separate sessions, and they're an hour each, and they're $37 each if you can't afford the full price of $111. You get a PDF as well as face-to-face training with me, as well as a free 30-minute galactic heritage reading. And this is my most popular reading because it is a what we call a past life reading. And so what we do is we explore different lifetimes within this actual galaxy, different constellations that have to do with what you're going through in this current lifetime and what future you're going towards. And of course, we find out your soul composition with that as well. Like, what's your main energy as a galactic being, like starseed or whatnot, what your main one is, and then all of the other ones that you're composed of. So that one's on sale until the 31st of August. And then I have new services that Miss Melissa Bernard was so graciously helping me with, and this is about spiritual Q&A, pretty much questions and answers. If you just want just to ask the question, like say you had a dream and you don't know what it was about, and you just want to talk to me about it, we can do that, and we could just talk about anything you want, spiritual related or even personally related. I am getting my degree in psychology, so I'll be get to assist. So even if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, you can, purchase this, and it's actually a very low price. It's for 30 minutes, it's $33, and then for 60 minutes, which is an hour, it's about $66. And so I highly recommend that, because I know I've been getting a lot of requests like, hey, can I talk to you? Like, and I love it, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to be a therapist. I'm here to assist you in your growth with your spiritual self. I'm here to be a healer. I'm a shamanic healer. So I'm here to assist you with healing as well, and to teach the same thing, so that you're going to be able to do this on your own and help other people. So I highly recommend you guys check out my website. It's and I'll type it right here. It is www. Ari333 healings. Oops. Did I say? Oh yeah. And readings.com. Oh, and I have new soap on there. Oh, and then I'm selling Aurolite 23, because I am partnered with a wonderful, beautiful soul that has selling these Aurolites as well. I'm going to be making Aurolite soap pretty soon, Aurolite 23 soap. So stand by for that. In about 4 weeks, it'll be on the website. And so again, thank you again for helping me, Melissa. I love you. And everybody else for assisting with my journey. I so love you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And then I'll see you guys Sunday. Those who are in the Academy, Esoteric, the Triune Academy of Esoterica, I'll see you guys Sunday for this meditation. If you haven't subscribed to the Academy yet, I highly recommend that you do, especially for those who are ready to explore the spiritual side of themselves. It is going to be, we're covering topics like self-healing, energy work, tarot, and all these other wonderful like spiritual related topics. And it's only $33 a month. And I highly recommend you guys do that. It's super awesome. So again, have a good night, you guys. I love you. Mwah. Bye.